Wells, he's here.
You can't beat me, Barry.
Hope we're not too late.
You can't fight all three of us at the same time.
This is gonna be fun.
Wells, he's here.
You can't beat me, Barry.
Hope we're not too late.
You can't fight all three of us at the same time.
This is gonna be fun.
What's going on, YouTube Marvel DC Bros? And we hope you enjoyed the episode 22 Flash promo, and here's our episode 21 review.
Our first moment of the night is the opening scene when Barry fights General Eiling. I didn't like this scene. I thought it was pretty pointless to the episode. I mean, yeah, it kind of introduced Grodd and whatever, but, I mean, it was kind of pointless. It was an easy takedown, really, and I didn't really find the significance of putting the General in this episode.
Yeah, I also agree. I kind of disliked it. It wasn't really climactic at all. I mean, he kind of took him down too easily. I mean, the guy was robbing bank cars, for goodness sakes. I mean, I thought that he should have at least been a little bit more powerful. So that's ultimately why it got a dislike for me, because Barry took him down too easily. Our second scene of the night is when Harrison, or actually Eobard and Eddie were talking. I really liked this scene because it kind of got into Harrison's backstory a little bit more than we knew. It kind of seems like he is Eddie's grandson, because he said, "I'll just give this back to Grandma Agnes," and kind of threw it to the side. So that's what makes me think that he is Eddie's grandson, which I hope that they confirm it at some time. And, you know, with 2 episodes left, it doesn't look like they're going to, but they could. And I also really liked whenever Eddie was talking and Harrison ran over to him and was like, "Stop talking," and he had the red eyes. That was my favorite scene of the entire episode, I think. It was pretty good.
I liked this scene because, I mean, it didn't really show that much of Reverse Flash, but what I liked about it is when he was like, but you must be from the future. What name is Eobard? And I just thought that was so funny because he kind of dissed him and had like no remorse. He just kind of didn't care what the outcome was, and I just thought that was pretty funny. So that's why I liked it. Our next moment of the night is just Iris in general and how she knows Barry's the Flash. Wow. So I kind of like it and I kind of don't. The reason I don't like it is because it's not that I like how she's in it more. That's why I like it. But I don't like it because now she's like emotionally involved. I think it's kind of not holding Barry back, but now she's getting involved, and I just think it's too much emotion. Like, her dad was in trouble, and Barry was in trouble too. But I really did like the scene when she was talking to him. As corny as that was, it was pretty sweet, and I liked it, showing the Barry-Iris relationship.
I liked it because of the fact that it showed how close Barry and Iris actually are by, you know, her getting him out of Grodd's mind control. But I disliked it because Iris thought that she was like the queen of the hive. But really, that's the only reason that it got a half. I really liked it more than I disliked it. So our next scene is just Gorilla Grodd in general. I really liked Gorilla Grodd in the comics and how he was portrayed in Justice League. I really liked that, and so I kind of feel like they got some of that captured in this episode. I mean, as you know, he's still evolving, like they said, and I hope that in future season it kind of gets to him is, you know, where he's actually talking through, you know, his words rather than his mind control. But I really liked how he was portrayed in this episode because it really got, you know, basically it was just, you know, to set up his character. And I feel like they did a really good job of doing that, so that's why I liked this scene.
I agree. I also just liked Gorilla Grodd in general. He's one of my favorite villains in the comic. I really thought they did him pretty well. I didn't like how he couldn't speak though. That's why I kind of gave it like a half, like probably like 75-25. I mean, him not being able to talk is that big of a deal because he could like talk through like telekinesis, but I mean in the comics he talks like a human, and so that's why I didn't really like it. But I mean, then again, it was actually kind of cool that he did the telekinesis thing since there's no powers and everything. So I completely take back what I just said. I actually liked the whole scene, and I liked how he talked and whatnot. Our last scene of the night is Gorilla Grodd, how they have the mind control headband, like that little whole scene with him and Barry and how he has the mind control, or like they can't do the mind control. I really liked this scene. Sorry I'm tongue-tied. I'm not really sure what that's called, but I really liked it. They portrayed it really well. I liked how it was the little headband just like it was in the comics and everything. Not that they wouldn't do it like the comics, I just liked that. And however, the one thing that I disliked about it is I felt like they portrayed Gorilla Grodd, his strengths, pretty poorly. I think he's a lot stronger than what they did. Like, Barry wouldn't have been able to beat him on his own, and I don't think he would have ran into a train. So I didn't really like that, but I thought this whole thing was done rather well, and I liked how he wasn't allowed to do the telekinesis when he had the mind thing on.
Yeah, I really liked the whole, I guess the head bracelet that Barry wore. I don't really know what it's called, but it was still super cool. And I also thought that throwing, Grodd running into the train was kind of a cop-out, but also at the same time, Grodd catching Barry's supersonic punch without, like, nothing really happened to him. That was kind of a cop-out as well. But I really liked how Caitlin was like, they're getting him in the tunnel, so he's exactly 5.3 miles away, and then all of a sudden Cisco was like, supersonic punch, baby. That was my second favorite part of the episode. But I thought it was kind of a cop-out on both ends, but I still enjoyed the scene. It was really awesome. And now we're going to be moving on to our grades for this episode. I give this episode a thumbs up. I really liked how they brought Grodd into it because I heard that at the very beginning of the season when they showed his cell, I heard that they may not have actually brought him into the show and it might have just been a whole Easter egg thing. So I'm really happy that they brought him in. And I really liked how they used him in this episode, just showing his evolution of how he's changed since the first episode. And I'm also going to go as far to say that he is going to be the main villain in Season 2. I really hope that he is, and I hope that he just continues to get smarter. Because, I mean, if he stays there, that's not really Grodd. I mean, Grodd is so much smarter than that. So I hope that they keep, bringing him along, and I hope that he's at least in, like 3 episodes next season. So, but overall, my grade for this episode is probably an 87. Not as good as last week's, but it's still pretty good.
I give this episode a thumbs up as well. I gave it a B-. Last week I gave it an A. It was pretty, it was a great episode. And this one, since that last one was so great, it's hard for this one not being as great to get such a good grade. But it was still a great episode overall. So I give it a B-. There's some things that I liked in this episode a lot, but then there's also some things that I didn't like. But can't wait for next week's episode when Al-Sahim enters, which I know this is not Al-Sahim the figure, but it is pretty close to it. So yeah, and hopefully Black Canary will make a cameo in next week's episode. If you haven't watched yet, go see our figure review on her. Not trying to promote that video, but she's just so amazing, and I think everybody needs her, and everyone needs to see that video just to see how truly amazing she is.
And also, if you guys want to see a review of him, just comment down below or, do whatever you feel necessary, and we will do a review if that's something that you guys want to see. So,
and that'll do it with our Flash episode 21 review. Be sincere to one another.
And subscribe so you guys can see our Arrow review tomorrow night. Be sure to like and comment down below. And this has been Marvel DC Bros, signing out.